Hey guys, Bubba here. Hey, I'm adding to the report coming up in about 36 seconds, but this Israel-Lebanon dispute thing with Hezbollah is getting ready to kick off because Israel's been preparing for Hezbollah because of the Karish oil gas rig. And now they're outside of Jerusalem. They're burning tires just like they're doing in Gaza, and they are getting ready for war because they know big things are coming later this afternoon when this is released. The disputed area will be released, but I wanted you guys to see the most highly populated areas of Israel as the coming attack will be coming as predicted in the Psalm 83 war. Here we go. Hey guys, Bubba here. Hey, I've been watching what's going on over in Israel and the buildup of what's coming up there with Iran and everything that they've been moving into position because they're moving their stuff around in Hezbollah there with Lebanon and into Syria because they know along with Gaza and Hamas, they will be attacking very soon. And I've just been watching their rhetoric and I've been keeping on tabs, but I wanted you to see what's coming up because you have down here in Yemen, you've got these guys, the Houthi rebels, that are going to attack the southernmost part here of Israel at the bottom tip down here. And there's a gorgeous port city down here in Eilat, which is a gorgeous port city down there at the very tippy top bottom there of Israel. But we've got the IRGC forces there throughout Iraq. And they've got the ICBM missiles that can hit Israel in 8 minutes. And their target, of course, is Tel Aviv. They want to hit Haifa, the Haifa port up there. You've got the proxies there throughout Iraq that are just bordering right there into Jordan that just want to target the top half, the top 2/3 literally of Israel. Up there from the Golan Heights at the very tippy top down through the eastern side. But you've got Homs there in Syria and Quneitra that want to hit the Golan Heights with the chemical warfare and weaponry. And you've got Hezbollah, not only right here along there in Lebanon that wants to destroy all of northern Israel there to the little hook where Haifa is. All of that area they want to destroy. And even Hamas in Gaza, what they want to do is hit Ashkelon. They want to further destroy Ashdod. They want to reach over to Beersheba. They want to hit Dimona, the nuclear plant. They just really want to get going and rock this thing off. They want to fulfill Psalm 83 and do all of Israel. Psalm 83:4 says, "They have said, 'Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.'" This really gets interesting going on with Nasra Law, where he shows off what they have here on the left-hand side is just north of Gaza, and the whole area on the right is what they want to do with Israel. But check this out. This is what they want to do. The resistance can target this entire region, including Eilat. What they want to do is they can target that whole area, anything south of Haifa, and we are referring to Tel Aviv, anything south of Tel Aviv, all the way down to Eilat. They can do this. And the northern part of Israel is within the range of all of our weapons from any part of Lebanon. Any part. This is the Hezbollah, what they're saying. We can target the north whenever we please. He goes on to say all the information, all these targets here, and he points them out. Military targets, security targets, technological, economic, industrial, and so forth. It's all right here. But the important point I want to discuss is this coast. He's talking about the northern half of Israel. I want to show this to the public, and this is what he wants to show everyone here, so they can just see how Israel is weaker than a spider's web, even though they're not. First of all, most of the Israeli settlers are in this area, a bit more than half of them. He's right, over half of Israel lives in the northern half of Israel, from Tel Aviv to Haifa, and all those areas with the port. But look how many targets are there. You know, that's only a little over 463 square miles. It's a small area that they have targeted. This is nuts. So they're not fighting a large state with lots of land, and they're right. 463 square miles in which we cannot reach all the targets. Oh, but they can definitely do that. All the critical government centers are in the heart of this area. The government ministries, the war ministry, the military leadership, the general staff, Ben Gurion Airport, domestic airports, their Air Force bases. Military installations with unconventional weapons, petrochemical factories, a nuclear factory. It is here. He knows where they can hit. The ports of Tel Aviv and Ashdod, military and civilian industrial centers, major commercial centers, major economic centers, the stock market, central electric power stations, gas pumping stations,
مركزية، محطات تحويل الكهرباء الرئيسية، محطات استقبال وضخ الغاز.
Water purification stations. 90% of these are here. This is huge because they know exactly where to hit. Oil refineries, oil stockpiles, it's all here. They know exactly where to hit, guys. This is going to be absolutely nuts. What does this mean? Imagine that Israel, let's just say if we, excuse me, not Israel, but they have thousands or tens of thousands of missiles, which they do, Hezbollah. I don't want to give precise amounts, he says. We can reach all of this region. We don't need to target the south of Palestine or anywhere else. We can get rid of it all. These guys are ready to go. We would use some of the missiles for targeting the north, and the rest of them we would launch at this coast. Would the entity be able to withstand this? Israel will be able to withstand it for a lot of it. We're talking about the Stone Age. We will send whom back to the Stone Age? They're talking about Israel. So, what's going to happen next? Well, we know Israel is definitely getting ready because they have been practicing and practicing and practicing from all of their major war games that they've done this year in 2022. They've done their largest in their history, and they've been practicing by sending off drones. That could be Iranian, that could be the proxies from Hezbollah, could be from Gaza, Hamas. But they're training for anything and everything, and they are getting ready for war because they know that it is coming right around the corner. But the biggest thing that everyone should be focusing on, in my opinion, is not only what's coming at Israel, but what Israel could be doing next. This is what's going on right now, as Israel faces a significant threat from Hezbollah up there in Lebanon. With help from Iran, Hezbollah has increased its missile arsenal from 15,000 to over 150,000 missiles since 2006. Hezbollah stores most of its weapons, however, in communities across southern Lebanon, using civilians as human shields. The terror group hides its weapons in homes, hospitals, schools, and mosques, which often are connected by underground tunnels. Hezbollah can now launch over 3,000 to 4,000 rockets and missiles per day, threatening to overwhelm Israel's defense systems. The danger is growing even more severe as Iran is providing Hezbollah with the resources needed to produce precision-guided missiles, enabling accurate attacks on critical Israeli sites. As a small country, Israel has only 3 seaports, 1 major international airport, and 5 desalination plants, which produced 80% of its domestic water supply. Israel has perhaps the world's most advanced missile defense system, but no system is perfect. By launching large numbers of precision missiles and guided missiles at Israel's strategic sites, Hezbollah would attempt to overwhelm Israel's defensive capabilities and inflict severe damage across the entire Jewish state. They won't be able to win at first, but Israel always prefers the path of peace. But the Jewish state must be able to act decisively to eliminate Hezbollah's missiles before they can be used against Israeli citizens. Israel must always have the ability to protect itself against the threat of Hezbollah. With vital U.S. security assistance and a continuing technological advantage, Israel will have the means to defend itself by itself. And it looks like that's what's coming up right around the corner. Guys, we'll talk at you soon.